on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Bond. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Richard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Franklin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On the run, it's Richard. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets to give. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense.
Looking deep. Touchdown Gamecocks. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the move, it's Richard. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on 4th and short. You pick up the 1st down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. And the Gamecocks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pocket breaking down. And he's still running after the move. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled all by himself down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Eagles. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Franklin. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Franklin. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to sling it on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Still looking, on the move. Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Winning those individual 6-second battles every When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Pittsburgh's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they... him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
He's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Turning on the Jets. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around, receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They'll go to the air. On the move to his left. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Pushing the pace.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That's reeled in. It's Reed. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Reed. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Now on 1st down from the 30. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
running it to the right. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease. It's Reed. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. The lead is 6 in the first. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the first quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
Here comes the heat. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run it. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw it to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Hit right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Reed. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lost him, throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They're now up 9-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Pitt. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to buy time. That's caught. It's Hunt. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Creates a little space. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Lee. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hicks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Forced out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. To the air, it's Holstein. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Holmes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we... Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you. At this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Pulls it in. It's Jacobs. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. With the catch, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He
unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And they're able to get him on the ground. The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone finally. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Buys a little time. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He might want another play. Just keep slinging it. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. point, they certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Gonna run it. It's Reed. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Holstein. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for an open area to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll throw it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that left side now. And good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
The return is tackled down at the 20. And the South Carolina offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Going deep. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, they're after him! And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Here's a heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The sure hands. It's Holmes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Power football with the run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Pitt will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Finds his man, it's Jacobs. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Wants to fire on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so...
Say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kentucky ready to go. Toe meets leather and start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the football first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
From the gun, running back on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Back to throw, it's Bolden. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. And that one did not work.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there and then create a negative play.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route.
Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bolden. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got rid of it just in time.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. He's loose. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So his quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. He just has to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got a little space. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. wants to throw. It's Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. The receiver on a jet sweep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Handoff from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Locked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Bowling. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Finds his big tight end. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Loss on 1st down, increase the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to bowl his way in. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Boley. Wide open downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Law. At the 45 on his way. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The sweet feet buy a little time. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He turns it loose to the left. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the 2nd half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark. And you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the handoff. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. On the run, it's McGowan.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The option look. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Touch pass on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, South Carolina! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The give to the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Scanning the field, it's Bowling. Grabbed in the middle, it's McGowan. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now they'll run the draw. Running to Green. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They've given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Little touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point splits the upright. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Quick touch pass to the receiver. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Nestled just inside that right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting Extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. And they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Find some fresh air. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Past the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. He wants a big play here late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll go back to the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Gilmore. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physical. power, all those things are really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Bailey. Short hands, it's Grimes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So South Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivered. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one in 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Quarterback keeps it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. A sure tackle to turn it over on downs. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on first down. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He slips and slides his way out to the 14.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's in open space downfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Snap from the gun on third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Safe completion on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Working the middle. Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move inside. You see him move outside. You see him move in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He'll keep it on the sneak. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. just do it himself.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Starts to scramble to the left. With the catch, it's Hunt. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab for a big play. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He wants to throw it again. Big fella moving. And he will take it in. Touchdown, NC State. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Using his feet to buy time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun, the ground game. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Touch pass on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick pass on the jet motion. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Powers through the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's got some space. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Grimes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 98 on to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. Wants to pass it. Can't get him to the ground. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. That's caught. It's Grimes. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. Gets away from one, finds room. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To the air, it's Sellers. Bears the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. NC State quick to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's got him. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Wants to go up top. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse.
There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With jet sweep pass. Across the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
South Carolina, 24. NC State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Looking to throw, it's Bailey.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
second down coming up.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you...
Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tar Heels will put toe together and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Skips away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Lopez wants to fire. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The sure hands, it's Jacobs. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to